Well, Rick, Pat, it seems like we always meet like this. A chase right now, southbound 5 freeway. This vehicle, this big pickup truck out here driving nuts. This guy thinks he's driving in a Porsche or something. We've been watching him try cutting off vehicles. He actually forced somebody off into the center divider here just moments ago. Large pickup truck, southbound 5 freeway, Valley View area. Right now, there's just a helicopter overhead. Started in the Huntington, Redondo Beach area. And we're approaching Valley View. But take a look what this guy's doing. Slamming on the brakes. Now he's getting back into traffic. Very, very aggressive driving out here this afternoon. Very dangerous to anybody else here on the roadway. And there are plenty of people out here on the roadway. We're getting into the Buena Park area. But this person is suspect. I shouldn't even call him a person. This suspect really preferring to stay on the freeways. Really high speeds. Let me get a little bit wider shot. I was trying to get that tight shot just so we could get there. These are for cars on the freeway. This guy in the emergency lane, passing them almost like they're standing still. Southbound 5 freeway. We're definitely, if we're not in the Buena Park area, we're going to be there very, very shortly as he locks him up here trying to get away from, that's the big question right now, nobody right behind him. That helicopter is the only one that's chasing him. That's going to be a Huntington Beach helicopter. We did see some black and whites, lights and sirens, far behind, trying to catch up, working their way through traffic. You know what? We have not heard the one. Trust me, we have got the best people that I know for this stuff on it right now. That would be our assignment desk, making phone calls, trying to get a hold of anybody that's from the original agency, which I believe is going to be Huntington Beach, to give us any kind of information on the original one. Why would they be pursuing this person driving so erratically out here this afternoon on the freeway? You can see some damage to that pickup truck also. That rear bumper kind of twisted out of shape there. Not sure what that's all about. We're exiting Beach Boulevard. Going to be exiting Beach Boulevard out here in the the Bureau Buena Vista area. This very, very close to. Look at that! Southbound Beach Boulevard from the 5, right through the cutting people off. Whoa! There you go. That's the second time we've seen him make contact with another vehicle right there. Made a right turn. We'll get the name of the street right there. But there you go. Innocent person right there. Still westbound. On another street. So, how far back are they? You know, whoa! I got to stay tight with them. They are pretty far behind. They were on the freeway. Now we're southbound Western. But you've been seeing this type of driving, and this is what we've been seeing pretty much the entire time. We saw him push somebody off on the 5 freeway, off into the center divider out there earlier on. Now that truck, we saw, look at this, weaving in and out, so dangerous out here this afternoon. Sky 2, we've got to climb because this is going to be the Disneyland area, and they don't like to have anybody flying in their airspace. Running through a red light, a busy red light out there, continuing southbound Western out here in the Buena Vista area. Buena Park. Right. And that has been his MO. That's been basically what we've been seeing this entire time. This is the first time we've actually seen him kind of slow down. We don't know if it's the truck that's slowing him down or the guy driving it. But right now we just passed La Palma Avenue southbound on Western out here, and we are climbing over 3,000 feet, holding the shot for you guys this afternoon. Center lanes, wrong side of the road. You name it, this guy has been doing it. And it's getting super tight is what I'm being told right there. Making another turn. There we go. That's going to be the first black and white that we've seen behind him. But, you know, the only thing that guy can do right now is those lights and sirens can warn the public around this person, this suspect, trying to elude these officers. That officer right there, right behind him, though, going to be staying right there. I can almost guarantee you that. Hard turn, almost fishtailed into another car. Now, there we go. First, look at that. Look at that aggressive pit. Whoa! Right into a pole. right into a pole. Those officers right there, look at that, out there, somebody trying to get out of the way, officers running there right behind him. This guy's not giving it up. Whoa, the officer down for a tumble. And continuing on right there, continuing on. I know that there's a black and white nearby. There's a center divider. This foot pursuit continuing out here. That guy finally running out of steam. There you go. Giving him that big welcoming hug to the law enforcement community. There you go, taking him into custody, and a number of officers there on top of him. Now, that is not any kind of abusive activity. They are just taking this guy down, making sure he does not move or do anything aggressive to these officers. You had 3 officers right there. Believe these are going to be Buena Park PD right there. But that suspect now in custody. We got to wonder about that innocent person there, right? As they got off the freeway, if they're going to be okay. But right now, this suspect in custody is coming to an end out here in the Buena Park area. No doubt, and the way this guy was driving that vehicle makes you wonder if it was his, possibly it was a stolen vehicle. Look at the number of officers out here, though. Some from other agencies that were just catching up. There's the actual truck. It took a hard hit against that pole. That suspect, not injured, obviously. You can see he got out and ran. But these officers out here today really bringing it to an end quickly, as it was a huge danger to the public out there. That big truck, tight streets, high speeds. It could have ended much, much worse. Thank you, guys. Or John. Woohoo! Copy, thank you, thank you. I will, as soon as Fox is done with us, I will turn on SkyMap 9000 and get you an exact address. And if you guys are watching on the net, I gotta say, this one was nuts. Don't know what you guys were thinking out there. I haven't had time to actually look at my phone. I know that I have it in my back pocket, so let's not get too weird about it. But it was vibrating quite a bit. So yeah, this one was nuts. I can tell you that this guy, we've seen one recently where somebody was endangering lives, it definitely was this one. This guy cut off a bunch of people, made contact with that one car right there, and you always got to think that could have been you. Just driving along and having some guy like that cut you off and damage your property and possibly injure you. Right now, though, this thing over after that pit maneuver, that officer, man, I got to tell you, that was something to see. Came up right behind that car, didn't care about those speeds, just pushed that thing around, and it did. It spun out, it hit that pole. Surprised that pole didn't shear, surprised that there wasn't more damage to the vehicle. But we saw tires flying out of it. That big Ford right there, officers now just making sure there's nobody else in that car. It looks like there might be, just the way they're acting. But I got to go to some work. I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Well, that's where the suspect is right now. Once again, up to Eliana Moreno in News Chopper 4. Eliana? And Chuck, that unit actually belongs to the Huntington Beach Police Department, which confirms that they were the agency that initiated this pursuit in their territory. And it was the Huntington Beach Police helicopter that followed that pursuit all the way into Norwalk. That's when that driver decided to turn around and head back towards Orange County. He took the southbound 5 freeway and eventually ended up getting off on Beach Boulevard near the 91 freeway. And police units were close behind him. My pilot, Alex Krewall, is going to open the shot just slightly to the right so we can take a look at that pursuit vehicle, or rather that suspect vehicle. It all ended here thanks to the efforts of the police department and a very successful pit maneuver where that driver ended up crashing into that power pole. After that crash took place, he took off running southbound on Grand over to Adams, where he ended up on somebody's front yard, and that's eventually where police officers were able to take him into custody. Again, this is all happening here in Buena Park, the intersection of Grand Avenue and Adams, which is just south of Knott's Berry Farm. Reporting live from News Chopper 4, I'm Eliana Marina. Back to you now in the studio.
All right, Eliana, thank you so much for that.